Niccolò Machiavelli asked the question, is it better to be loved or is it better to be feared? And he came to the conclusion that being loved is fine, but you can be betrayed. If you're feared, you're simply less likely to be betrayed, right? And one thing I can say about my life is all the time, I notice people will try to slither into my orbit, and then I'll set boundaries, and then they'll slither away. And you notice this all the time. Especially as you start setting more boundaries in your life and stuff like that. And you notice, the way I have my life set up with all the lights and the cameras and the fencing and the tactical gear and all this stuff that I have, you notice my life is built around like violence management, okay? So do I think somebody's going to come here and try to hurt me? I doubt it. But it is possible, but I doubt it. But at the same time, my number one priority is my ability to defend myself and inflict violence on my enemies should they decide to attack me. Now, why is this my number one priority? Because that is the foundation. If I don't have security, I have nothing else. This is honestly the way I live my life, okay? And it isn't just a burglar coming or somebody that doesn't like my political speech coming to hurt me. It's not just that, okay? It's if I have a daughter and then she brings home a wannabe gangster boyfriend, stuff like that, okay? Just things like that. Little people that try to muscle their way into your life, there needs to be no doubt in their mind. You will destroy them if they come with bullshit, okay? So I don't have garbage all over my floor at my house. It's a little cluttered, but I don't have garbage on my floor. I don't have holes in my wall. I don't have 15 people sleeping on the floor and on my couches and stuff. I don't live like that, right? And I make it very clear that I don't live like that. And I tell people like, hey, we're not doing that shit here. And you got to be very blunt with people about this. You know what I mean? And you got to let people know that when people come into your space, it's you. Like if you work hard to build a place like what I've built for myself, right? You do not want people coming into your life making hell. Okay? The answer is no. What's the question? I love the word no. The word no is powerful. The word no is freeing, right? And a lot of people that are somewhat powerful, they want to say yes because feeling yes makes you feel kind of powerful. Like, yeah, I was able to help this person or I was able to help that person. But I tell people no a lot. And even close people that are in my inner circle, I say, I'll work on it, but I don't want to make any promises. And a lot of times, secretly, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this for this person. And I end up doing it anyway. But I don't use the word promise unless I really intend on fucking doing it, right? Because if somebody literally dies or if some crazy shit goes down, I might have a more important thing to do than to fulfill this person's request because some crazy shit might have happened. Somebody might have died or something. So again, I try to avoid making promises to people about any fucking thing, right? And I'm also very, very, very willing to say the word no, okay? And so are the vast majority of powerful people in the world. When's the last time you told a person no, okay? And people say, hey, there's people that have problems with this, like, hey, can you mind if I do this? You mind if I do that? Don't let people, like, I'm at the point now where people don't ask me for shit a lot of time, really, except for close friends of mine. I mean, people that are not close friends of mine don't ask me for any fucking thing because they know the answer is no. It's not, I don't waste, I've been saying recently, that I would never allow a woman to live with me that's not having sex with me. I stand by that. And people say, oh, that's weird and that's a very transactional. You're fucking goddamn right it's transactional. You're goddamn right. Women are annoying to me. I'm being honest, and I know that 7% of my audience is women. That's actually 6.7. 6.7. Yeah, it's like 6.7% of my audience. I mean, it fluctuates. It goes up and down. And the women that watch my videos, the women that watch my videos know that I think women are annoying. And I'm pretty sure the women that watch my videos, I'm pretty sure they feel the same way. So if I find women annoying, right? Like, I don't want a woman living here that's not my girlfriend, that's not having sex with me. That's not fucking crazy. You know, and people are like, people have this weird fucking virus in their brain where they're like, you can't say things like that. Fuck yeah, I can. You know? Now, granted, I don't work for a big office building where the HR department tells me what I'm allowed to say when I'm not at work and shit. I would never work for a company like that anyway. But I mean, I can't tell you what the HR department wants you to say, bro. I can't speak for that. I can speak for myself, and what I'm telling you is I would never allow a woman to live with me that's not having sex with me. It's not going to happen. A woman living in my house, oh, she's my roommate. No. Absolutely not. You're goddamn right, it's transactional. If you don't like transactional relationships where you're expected to contribute something, then you might want to get the fuck away from me, you know? And so, yeah, I believe in a transactional relationship, 100%. Why wouldn't you? You know, you should contribute something and the other person should contribute something. That's how things work in the real world. Fucking welcome to adulthood, right? But yeah, you know, on the question that Machiavelli asked, is it better to be feared or loved? Feared? It's best to be both, but feared is probably your best bet. Jordan Jareb, signing off.